Alright guys, so this is my tutorial on Sarah's Intermediate. In this video, the cube I will be using is the X-Man Weenie Cube. I will leave a link to where you can buy it in the description. It is $14 on the Cubicle, $14 on Speed Cube Shop, pretty much $14 or more wherever. I have not checked CubeZZ though, so let's get into this. So first thing is solving a side. To solve a side should take under just about under 5 seconds, 4 seconds for you to do. And then next is the next layer. So in this you will be solving the corner in this part you will be solving the corners and the center just by looking at it once. So see, I have this case and boom, I solved that, and then I go to here and solve that. So you're going to learn all that today. It's basically to the glass layer. So one is solving the side and then the other is the U-perm. So let's go ahead and solve, well, it doesn't have to be a U-perm, it could be a Z-perm or an A-perm, but let's go ahead and solve a side. And then this is the first case where you already have the corners solved, but the center is out of place. So you're going to put this in the back and you're going to do what's called a sledgehammer, which is basically our version of down, down, up, up. Down, down, up, up. Oh wait, sorry. And then down, down, up, up. So that's basically what you do. You just do beginners. The second case, okay, now I'm going to go over all the cases where you have two headlights, one on the side, one on the side. The first case is where you have the center on the top. So now what you're going to do is down, down, up, up, go over twice. Wait. No, don't go over twice. And then do another down, down, up, up, up. So that's basically the two down, down, up, ups. But what's going to help me and you for this tutorial is finger tricking. So I am going to teach you all that now. So finger tricking is a very simple concept. So I'm going to get this solved and show you what finger tricking is. So this is a finger trick. That's a sledgehammer. I did 2 sledgehammers to solve a side. Well, 3. And then I just solved the algorithm for the Z-perm. So this is basically it. So you're going to hold the side that's solved here and the side that needs to be solved here if you're doing this opposite side. You're going to do, this is what you're going to do, is you're going to put these 2 fingers here, your middle and pointer finger here, your thumb here, and I like to keep my pinky, my ring finger here, and my pinky is just sort of laying on it like that. And then what I do is this, that R. Wait. Let me just do it. Down, up, and then what you're going to do is you're going to take your thumb, do that like this, and then you're just going to move that down. So let me do that one more time. Move all this down. Push this layer up with these 2 fingers. Take your thumb and move this layer back. And then just move it down like that. So that is the simple sledgehammer, and that is basically a down, down, up, up, like that. Now for the hedge slammer, which is the opposite. So when it's solved and you do 1 sledgehammer, you're gonna get to something like this, where the 2 opposites in this. Now normally you do down, down, up, up, and it would solve a side. But here we're going to do finger tricks. So what we're going to do is we are going to place these 2 fingers here, my middle and my pointer here, and my thumb here. And I basically just leave these 2 off to the side. So now what you're going to do is up, down. So you're going to move these down, and then you're going to take your thumb on your pointer finger on your other hand and just sort of flick that side over, and then just take it up. So like this. don't forget this. It's going to take a while to get the hang of, but that is basically all the finger tricking. Back to solving it. So I'm just going to go over the cases once more because I need to show you all what it's really like. So now that you know finger tricking, so this is when you're in. This is the first case where all the corners are solved, but the center is out. So here, what you're going to do is you're going to put this center in the back, and I like to hold the cube on an angle when I do this. The sledgehammer. So basically, what you're going to do is a sledgehammer. You're going to rotate this twice, and then a sledgehammer, and boom, the center is in. The next cases are where there are two headlights, and then one corner here and one corner here. So this is the first case where there are two headlights. The U-face isn't here, but it's connected to this one. So if you're holding it like this, it's going to be on the left side. So now what you're going to do is a sledgehammer, and the side is solved. The next case is where if you hold the two like this, this center is on the right side. And now what you're going to do is a head slammer, just like that. The next case is where the center is on top, and there are two here, and one here, and one here. So now what you're going to do is, instead of going from here and doing two sledgehammers, you're going to go from here and do two sledgehammers, because now you have this case where you're going to do one sledgehammer, and boom. So the next cases are where the center is on the back or the front. So there are two ways to do this, but I'm just going to show you the way I do it because it's much easier. So I start over here, do a simple sledgehammer, and then I just insert this the way I would. For me, that's much easier. If you want to know the advanced way, then what you're going to do is you are going to basically do this. You're going to have the right side here, and you're going to do a the left side here and do a head slammer. And then wait. I always get confused on it. Oh wait, never mind. You start on where the center is, and you do a sledgehammer, and then it takes you to this case, which I haven't showed you yet. But basically, you just do that case. But since I haven't showed you all that, I'm just gonna stick with the regular stuff. So the next one is where the center is on the front. So it's the same thing here. I like to do a sledgehammer and then just insert that. So those are all of those cases. So the next cases are where there are two on the top, one here and one here. So this is one of the easiest cases where the center is either here or here. So since it's over here, what you're going to do, when you're holding it like this, is you're going to start with this on top, sledgehammer, rotate it twice, or once. So you see we have this case, sledgehammer. The next case is where, if I can get to it, the center is on this side. So now what you're going to do is put this on the bottom and do two hedge slammers. So you're just going to do one, rotate this up because you can see we have that, and boom. So the next case is where let me just get to it. I don't know why I can't get to it. Okay. Is where the U center is in the back on this side. So now what you're going to do is a head slammer, and then rotate it down once, and then a sledgehammer. So the next case is where the center is over here in the back. So now what you're going to do is a sledgehammer and rotate it up, a head slammer. And those are all the cases where the center is on this row. The next cases are where the center is on the top. So here what you're going to do is you're going to do, I like to start on this side where the corner is here and not here. And you're going to do a sledgehammer, and then you have this case, do a head slammer, up, head slammer, boom. So those are all of that cases because it's basically just one. And that is actually, believe it or not, all of this case. So it's pretty simple. So now on to last layer. So this is the easiest case where you have one where it's opposites, one and two that are weird. So you're going to hold it where the middle center, the middle side that isn't solved, is to the right. So now what you're going to do is it sledgehammer, rotate twice, and then sledgehammer. So, wait. Sledgehammer, rotate twice. Now you can see that we have this case, sledgehammer, and it solves. And the rest of the cases have algorithms. So for that, you need to know Skewb notation. And if you don't already, then go ahead and skip. But, then go ahead and skip ahead. And, yeah, let's get into notation. So Skewb notation is very simple. So you're just going to hold it like this, where there's this one corner. This one corner is not going to move at all. So these are the moves. R, R prime, L prime, L, U prime, U, and then this back layer, B, B prime. Okay, so now we can get into the algorithms. This is the first one where where these two centers need to be swapped and these two, so it's adjacent. This is what we call the Z-perm. And this, what you're going to do here, so these two adjacent here, and you're going to do this algorithm. R, L prime, U prime, L, U, L, R, L prime, R. Wait. Oh, never mind. You guys just messed it up. You have to hold it like this, where these two centers do not need to be swapped. And you're going to do that algorithm. I'll put it up on the screen, since I already have a lot of editing to do. Okay, the next one is what we call a Z-perm. I mean, not a Z-perm. An H-perm. This is what we call an H-perm, where these opposite centers need to be switched. So now what you're going to do is the algorithm where you're going to hold one complete side here and two opposite here. And you're going to do R, U, R, U prime, R prime, U prime. I'm going to rotate this twice, so now that So now you see that you have this case, and you're going to do a sledgehammer, and boom, it's solved. That is all of the Sarah intermediate cases. Keep practicing them, and you might be better than me. So go ahead and look for the. Go ahead and go in the description and look at all those beautiful channel links that are there. Go to them and subscribe to them. They are amazing. I think there are a few. If I've known you for a while on YouTube and you want me to place your name there, then go ahead and comment below, and I will certainly do so. So go check out those channels and then come back to me, and if you're new, subscribe please, and like the video if you learned something. Bye!